Hey everybody, it's Sam We're gonna have a new video for you guys, and in this video I decided to make a top 10 list of the anime that I feel are the most underrated, and these are in no particular order, and I hope you guys enjoy. Also, these animes span a plethora of genres, years that they came out, and also a plethora of different ratings. So if you by any chance are uncomfortable with any of the content that are in these shows, I probably suggest bypassing it. I will probably give a short synopsis of each show. I apologize if the synopsis isn't the best, just because some of these shows I watched years ago and I've kind of forgotten what some of them are about. I've looked a lot of them up via myanimelist.net to kind of flush back the memories of when I watched these shows. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys actually also check out some of these shows that I recommend for you guys. So let's get started. So number one, I came up with Aishiteruze Baby, and it's basically about a 16-year-old boy by the name of Kipe, and Kipe is 16 years old, and he is a playboy of sorts according to his school, but he ends up having to take on the role of responsibility when his cousin Yuzuyu is dropped off at his house by her mother, and her mother basically leaves kind of with no intention of actually returning to pick up her daughter. Kipe's family is basically now thrown this as responsibility, and Kipe ends up taking on the brunt of the responsibility, like picking up Yuzuyu from school, and Yuzuyu starts to get very attached to Kipe, and along the way you see their relationship grow, and you also see Kipe grow as an individual over the course of the entire series, and go from being a playboy to being someone who is able to take care of responsibilities. So that brings me, now we have number two, which is Beck. I have my phone here with the list. So Beck Mongolian Chop Squad was produced by Funimation. The dub is by Funimation, and I watched this show dubbed. And basically Beck is about a boy by the name of Koyuki who is very disconnected to the world around him until he ends up saving a dog who is Ryusuke's dog, and Ryusuke has a band by the name of Beck. So Koyuki starts to really want to join this band, and basically once he joins it, you kind of see the ups and downs of being a part of a band as they try to make it to get like a record label and things like that, and also just to see how they as a group seem to work together through the loss of like losing members and stuff like that. It has Greg Ayres playing the role of Koyuki. You have Ryosuke voiced by Eric Vale, you have Rina Palencia in there, and you also have Johnny Young Bosch in there as well. My favorite part about this show was actually the music. It was kind of cool to hear a lot of these voice actors singing, and a lot of them could actually sing really well. So definitely check it out. It's one of my more favorite dubs that I've watched in a really long time. And you can probably check it out on Funimation.com. Funimation Now, if you have it, they may even have it for you to be able to watch it for free on there without having a subscription to watch it dubbed. Number three brings me to Beezlebub. So Beezlebub is basically with the character by the name of Olga. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. But anyway, he's a delinquent, and he ends up coming across the Demon Lord's child. And the Demon Lord's child ends up becoming thoroughly attached to him, and he ends up having to take care of him. It's a really funny show with basically Beezlebub, also called Baby Beal throughout the show, has a maid by the name of Hildegard who also takes care of him, and it's really funny to see them interact with each other and to see Olga kind of take on this responsibility once again, similar to Kipe, my number one pick, and the first pick I talked about, where he starts to take on this responsibility, but he also has a very funny way of showing his affection for Baby Beal, and he also has a funny way of anytime anything comes across that is strange. Number four is Ayashi No Ceres. So I basically chose this show because it's very similar to Fushigi Yugi, if for any of you guys who have seen this show. It is an older show, and basically it takes place with a girl by the name, I believe her name is Aya Mikage, and she's kind of like a celestial warrior. Oh my god, there's a bug. Sorry. She's a celestial. Don't affect so that bug with me. She takes on she's kind of like, she's not a celestial warrior, but on her 16th birthday, her and her twin brother are throwing a birthday party, and it's kind of strange because it's like her family wants to kill her and her brother. It's a very strange show, but you guys have to definitely check it out. It's also a shoujo, so it has like the love story involved too. Honestly, I apologize if I'm still looking at the viewfinder. It's very strange. Number 5 is Marmalade Boy. And I chose Marmalade Boy because this was one of the most drama-driven shows I have ever seen. That caught me on the edge of my seat, and it made me like yell at the characters if they didn't do what I thought they were supposed to do, but they didn't do it. Anyway, Marmalade Boy has, I believe the character's name is, let me actually check. I have my phone here for those reasons. Basically, for Marmalade Boy, you have Miki, who is 16 years old. She's a high school student. I'm not sure if she's 16 or not. But anyway, she's a high schooler, and then you have you, and basically their parents are getting divorced and getting married to each other's parents. So basically, you and Miki are becoming step siblings. So basically, Miki's mother is marrying Yu's father, and Yu's mother is marrying Miki's father. I know, very strange. So they're all living under one roof, and things are going okay until Miki actually starts to fall for Yu. And I know some of you guys are like, oh my god, that's incest. Technically it's not, because they're step siblings and they're not blood related, but the only thing is that Yu likes her as well, and they keep their relationship a secret from many people. But not only that, they also have a lot of other people who like them. So it's like this huge, not even a love triangle, it's like a love octagon, because there's two people that love them, and then those people love someone else. A very, very strange show, but it's a very, very good show, and it's a very drama driven show. So if anyone really likes those kind of drama driven shoujo shows but are kind of really cute and adorable, definitely check out Marmalade Boy. I honestly didn't think I would like Marmalade Boy, and especially with the synopsis of what it was about, it's kind of like, this might be a little weird. But I decided to check it out anyway. Number 6, I have Honeysick Over. Now, Honeysick Over has actually 2 seasons, has a second season as well. And the first season basically involves them meeting a girl by the name of Hagu, and they're in school at the time, and they're like she's a very good art student, and she ends up meeting another girl by the name of Aya, and Aya falls for the boys that one of the boys that they are all friends with. And it's a really cool show, once again very drama driven, and it's basically a lot of different love triangles, people getting their hearts broken, but it's also kind of a learning experience throughout the show. So anyone that's an older young adult like myself, well, could be younger, can definitely take a look at the show and understand all the different love triangles and the aspects of growing up when you are falling for someone and someone may not fall for you back, and things like that, and kind of the weirdness regarding it. But definitely take a look at this show if you haven't already. The second season is good as well. I actually, on my animelist.net, rated the second season higher than the first season. Surprising, I know. So number 7, one of them is going to be correct. Number 7, I thought of Lovely Complex. So Lovely Complex involves this girl by the name of Arisa, and you have a young woman named Otani, and basically they are complete opposite. Arisa is very tall, and she's like 172 kilometers. She's 172 something, and Otani is 156. I think that's centimeters. Anyway, I don't know what that is in feet. I'm sorry. But anyway, she's very, very tall. He's quite short. And they actually originally both liked different people, but then the people that they liked actually ended up getting together. But they ended up becoming friends and actually became attracted to each other. But people were wondering if the relationship could last due to the height differences and them being kind of different with each other. Very cute love story to watch overall, and to me, besides Toradora, this show had one of my favorite kissing scenes throughout. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. I think many of you guys might enjoy it. Number 8 is Panty and Stalking with Garterbelt, and this is one of those shows, like I mentioned before at the beginning when I did my intro, that may not be suitable for anyone that's very off-put by cursing or sexual content or anything like that, because Panty and Stalking has plenty of it. Basically, you have Panty and Stalking who are basically angels, and they were kicked out, and now they're trying to earn their way back into heaven. And to do that, they have to do good deeds along the way. Panty likes to sleep with anything and anybody, and Stalking loves sugar. And they curse, and there's a lot of sexual references throughout the entire show, but it is freaking hilarious. It is one of my favorite shows, and I can watch it over and over again. I will say this though, there is no second season, and the way the first season ends kind of makes you wish there was a second season, and it actually leaves it open to a second season. So we'll see if we ever get that. But overall, definitely check out this show. How the show is though, is that it's very similar to like how American cartoons are, where there's 2 episodes in 15 minutes. So there's 2 episodes in that one actual episode. So definitely check it out. Number 9 is Save Me Lollipop, and this show is utterly adorable. So you have Nina, and Nina is basically, she swallows a gem that she thinks is a piece of candy, and that gem is actually used for a magical like contest for these magical students, and it's a part of their exam. And basically she swallows it, and now all these students are after her. She has Zero, and she has, I can't remember the other person's name. Isn't this terrible? The fact that I like this show and I cannot remember what the other people's names are. That's what I have my phone for. So let's look this up. Let's look this up. She has Zero and now my phone's frozen. And now I have it. Zero and Ichi. I can't remember the name. Zero and Ichi, who are kind of there to protect her, and they give her some medicine to where the magic pearl will come out. And they're waiting for it to work so that they can win this contest, because they're partners and they're like, we need to win. So basically they're there to protect her. It's very funny because of the fact that when they realize she swallowed it, Zero's hilarious. And of course it's also a shoujo, so Nina starts to fall for one of them, but you'll have to guess which one she falls for. And she actually does end up with one of them. There is a manga as well to this. I read the manga, and there's also a part 2, I think, to the manga as well that kind of goes on. The manga kind of goes more in depth with who she actually ends up with. So yeah, check that out. And finally, we have number 10. Number 10 I chose is Ren, Daughters of the Menemosyne. And if you have not seen this show, it is very good. It is 4 episodes, and each 4 episodes is 45 minutes long. And basically it stars as Ren, and Ren is what's called an immortal. An immortal happens when they eat, mostly it's women who get ingest a time fruit, and basically Ren cannot die. It basically spans 65 years of Ren's life, where she sees people she knows and loves grow older, but along the way there's also someone that she's trying to defeat and figure out who they are. Once again, this is one of those shows where it is, if you are very sensitive to any content that is sexual related, violence, and or cursing, this may not be the best show to watch. It is dubbed by Funimation, and it is a very good show. So even beyond all the content that's involved, it's a great show to actually watch, and it's very, very interesting. I'm sorry, but still definitely check it out if you haven't already. Once again, it's a very long show. Like, it's 45 minutes for 4 episodes. Each episode is 45 minutes long. So yeah, definitely check it out. It is a very good dub. I enjoyed the dub. I don't know what it sounds like subtitle, but if you can find a subtitle, go ahead. Ren, Daughters of Menemosyne is probably also on Funimation.com's website, so definitely check it out there. But yeah, those are my top 10 underrated shows that I feel are underrated. Once again, you may not agree with me. Maybe you have your own shows that you feel are underrated. If you do, comment them down below. Maybe there are shows that I also need to see and also need to check out. So yeah, also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe if you haven't already, and I will have a new video out for you guys on Saturday. Hopefully. We'll see. We're trying to figure that out. Where, like, there's multiples of me, just me. I'm trying to figure that out. But yeah, check it out. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, and of course down below I'm gonna leave this in the description box links to all my social media, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my anime blog. So yeah, check those out. And yeah, thanks so much. Bye. Love you guys. Oh, I'm about to fall off the chair. Bye.